For your very first stitch, start off using a 4-thread overlock. That is stitch number 3 on your screen. So you can arrow to the right or left until stitch number 3 appears. And then when you get to stitch number 3, a little pop-up menu is going to come up and it'll tell us exactly how to set up our machine for the settings that we're going to be using. Also too, in your book, this will also reference a little bit more what is a 4-thread overlock, how is it supposed to look on the front and the back, and what is it going to be used for. You can also go to the information area. This information is here, give you some hints for what to use it for and what kind of fabrics that you will be using it. It says all fabrics, so that's why we use a lot of this. All right, and what those settings should actually be. So everything that's actually in your book is on screen, but sometimes it's nice to make some notes here and be proactive as you continue on your serger journey. But everything is in here and everything is on screen. So I'm going to just come out of the info system, touch the I button over here, and now we'll go ahead and walk you through setting it up. So my fabric that I've selected, if I just select kind of a woven fabric, it'll make sure and tell me what needle I should be using. And then where the needles are set. So right here it says A and B, and those are the 2 needles kind of in front of the 3 that are forward. So I've got both my A and B needle in. The left needle is higher than the right needle. I've double checked that so I know that is correct. We have our stitch length is actually preset for us, so it's kind of in a normal setting. And I'm going to just take a piece of fabric, fold it in half. This is a great way to test out your fabric you're going to be using. And then sew on the fold. If you go ahead and cut off the fold, remember you have some seam allowance options here. So if you're doing a 3/8 inch seam, you're going to go ahead and line the fold underneath 3/8 and then go ahead and sew. Now notice I just put the fabric right underneath the foot. I don't lift the foot because it's not really thick, and I don't have to lift the foot in the back, so saves me lots of time. The serger will pull that fabric in for you, and then just go ahead and keep your eye right here. This is really what's going on. Not that you're watching the knife, you're watching how much is being cut off. So that makes it nice and even, okay? So then go ahead and run that right out the back side. I like to use the cutter that's in front, so because it just cuts it off so nice. That is a nice construction seam. So if this was on knit fabric, here we'll do a little knit run on here. Let's do this. I'm going to find the stretchy side. Whoa, there's the stretchy side. And we'll run this. Now since it's kind of fluffy, kind of like a lightweight fleece here, I'm going to lift the foot just a little bit so it doesn't kind of roll away from me here. And the beauty of this stitch, whether you sew it on woven fabric or knit fabric, it is perfect. This is going to have the stretch and give without those seams popping. And voila, you've got a construction seam, an overlock, and a nicely cut edge, all in one pass. So your 4-thread overlock stitch is probably going to be the one you'll use a good 80 to 90% of your serging.